All right, everybody, welcome. Welcome in. If you were drawn here by the title of this reading, then this reading is for you. That is my intention. I keep seeing the affluence card showing up as I'm shuffling right now. This is the Sacred Symbols deck, one of my favorite decks. And it's been showing the affluence card a lot recently. So there can be some new ideas flooding into you. I just feel like this flood or this flow or this sort of experience of being having a lot of ideas come in. And Mercury in Leo retrograde can be about getting a lot of ideas internally, right? Mercury retrograde internal, and Leo is about leaning into creativity. So that could be something that shows up. And if you've always been kind of intimidated when it's Mercury retrograde to not sort of lean into starting anything, this can be a really good way to use this time to just, lean into your creativity and see what flows through, see what happens. Protection. And okay, I'm taking it. The affluence card, the healer card, and here's fire. So that's definitely something about some kind of passion that you have, maybe a passion for healing. You are protected. So I almost feel like that's a direct comment on what I was just saying, that the Mercury retrograde is not going to impede your ideas just because they're happening now. Like that's not going to be a bad thing. A lot of people, and I have given this advice in the past, to not launch anything during a Mercury retrograde. You're just going to have to do it over again. It's not a terrible thing, but just make sure you know what you're doing when you launch it, or when you start a project or something like that. If you have had a project or some kind of idea already, okay, and it started already, like the beginning phases of your development have happened, launching maybe during a Mercury retrograde, I don't think I can really get behind that, but I can get behind development, okay, especially with Leo. Friendship. Message. This seems like another, transformation. A couple of different kinds of butterflies here. I've been seeing quite a lot of butterflies. I do have a little butterfly garden outside, these plants that are designed to attract butterflies. And whenever we go, Charlie and I go down to the little plant store down the road. I love the butterfly area because it's always full of butterflies. There's something about a message, maybe about like, you're going to get some invitations about some social gathering of friends, or some messages coming through for some friends that maybe are going through a big transformation. Maybe you're going through a big transformation. I want to use this. So two different messages here, but like both kind of exciting, both kind of interesting. And, especially during this time period when we're having a lot of change. 2025 is a very pivotal year. And so you could be, moving off in a direction of new friends, new social circles, very 11th house, very Aquarian. You could be finding some new connections, okay, that are going to make these business ideas flow even better. So this is really awesome. This is really awesome. Okay, here's the message again. Now I'm getting the Emperor, the Devil card. So Page of Swords, Emperor, Devil card, Page of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. There is definitely some situation from the past, someone who's tried to dominate and control you. I've been talking about this for a couple days now. That is done. I see the Ten of Swords. I feel like it's done for you. This person can be reaching out, trying to connect with you and everything like that. I just feel like there's no point. Okay. This is somebody who was very toxic to you. This is not somebody that you're hoping is coming back. This is somebody that you definitively said, you know what? I'm moving on. I'm going to just let this go, or I'm going to block this person out of my life. And they keep trying to come back. I feel like it's because your energy of excitement about new ideas is really beautiful, high vibe energy. This person is not high vibe. Okay. Not even a little bit. So here you are. That's the Leo energy of the sun. The Lover's card, Gemini energy. That's really beautiful. 8 of Cups. on the new path here. Seven of Cups, the Death card. Interesting. And the Four of Swords. Some of you did walk away from an opportunity. I get a lot of walking away energy here. Some things are really toxic, or maybe were toxic in the past. There's a couple of, I feel like there's a couple of scenarios here where people are coming back around, and you're going to have to kind of determine which one is for you, if any of them, because I do see this person or this situation as being in the process of healing. That's different than this. This person doesn't strike me as somebody who is really interested in healing, mostly because of this. And, all due respect to the Emperor, I just feel like that person is kind of demanding, authoritarian, autocratic. It's like my way or the highway kind of thing. I don't feel like they are healing that at all. They feel like that's normal. They feel like that's who they are. It's really just who they've been taught to be. Okay, so the Temperance card, the Sag card, there's more Leo here with this Queen of Wands, Tower. Okay, this is not a lot of cards. We've got 5, 9, 14 cards here. 10 of Swords, the Devil card, the Death card, and the Tower card. The only one that's missing is the 5 of Pentacles for as a roundup of my least favorite kind of energy. This Tower, sometimes towers can be good. This feels like it's creative ideas, going back to this Affluence card. When you let go of people who are, I don't think you realize that this person really held you down in terms of your energy, or made you feel small, made you feel not worthy. Okay. And that is 100% wrong. So, but that was for their ego. Yep. Ace of Pentacles coming through. So talk to me about this transformation card. Some of you walk away from a situation. Maybe it's this toxic person, and you have been like wondering about this for a long time. Is this a good thing for me to do? And I feel like you're rewarded with a lot of great ideas, a lot of great new friendships, new opportunities, just flowing through. The energy of flow is what I'm getting. So this is deep transformation. Deep transformation, and to the point where this person can't hang. 10 of Swords. Like there's no 11 of Swords. There's nothing after 10 of Swords. Done. It's not the Page of Swords. That's not after the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is the definitive we're done here card. Okay. So I see that being you. I feel like you have asserted, because this is the 8 of Cups. I'm walking away from a situation. Now, this other person may not feel like it's not that bad. You don't have to end this. And you're like, yeah, you don't get to decide that for me. Okay. So the Sun card and the Lovers card, this is your decision, your choice, making some good decisions right now that are going to be long-reaching, far-reaching. And I feel like this is kind of new territory. Okay. So you might have doubled back, second-guessed yourself a lot. You may have been gaslit growing up, and so you don't trust your intuition. And now you're kind of like, I'm going to trust it. I am going to walk away from this situation. Talk to me more about this 8 of Cups, please. Knight of Swords, the Justice card. Oh yeah. The Magician card. That's Mercury. And the 8 of Swords. I feel like the thing that's animating you, maybe you can animate yourself. We have a lot of Aries, Aries energy going on right now. Saturn and Neptune are both retrograding out of Aries. Chiron's going to be retrograding in Aries. So there can be, this might be in the future, you may have an opportunity, multiple opportunities. And it's going to be important for you to think differently. Okay. think differently about these opportunities than you may have in the past. So in the past, you're like, well, this person really wants to get back together. So who am I to say no? Or maybe it was a mistake that I let go of this person. Or I feel a little bit of hoovering, a little bit of love bombing, trying to get you back, right? This kind of energy of like joy and happiness and, oh, we'll have joy, we'll have fun, we'll have seasons in the sun. And you're like, I know who you are. And so that's what Knight of Swords and the Justice card is. Like, you don't get thrown off balance by this. And this is happening during Mercury retrograde. We're getting the Mercury card here. And like, you're not thinking about it the same anymore. I feel like it's because you feel differently. The Seven of Cups is usually the energy of confusion, but I feel like this says to me, you've got a lot of choices coming your way. Okay. You got a lot of choices. And part of it, the ones that you will choose, to the degree they're moving your life forward, is directly proportional to how healed you are. So these same choices coming up for you at one time you might have chosen this narcissist again, or a pattern of narcissism, right? You may have chosen this toxic partner again and then go through another cycle of it. But this time, no. Right? Maybe you've chosen to hang out with friends that are not that good for you. And you're like, well, I can't not hang out with them because I've known them since kindergarten. And you're like, that's not really a good enough reason. It really isn't. Longevity, time served is not a good enough reason. And I feel like this has to do with future success, future opportunities. They're not tests. What they are is your energy is different now. So you are choosing different, because I see this healed card. So you've either gone to a healer, you're becoming a healer, you're protected. I see that protected card. And you're changing the way you choose. I like it. That's beautiful. I want to clarify one thing here with this Tower. Ace of Swords. Tarot has such a sense of humor sometimes. Ace of Swords, the Moon. Okay, we're going to get into this. The Moon, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, great. So we're going to take a look at this. This says to me that this new moon that's coming up, that's opposite Pluto, is going to have some major impact on you. And, new moon in Leo, leaning into creativity, leaning into your happiness and joy. I feel like that makes somebody else's head explode. Good. Just saying. All right, I'm going to go deeper into this. Let's see what you don't see coming. Link is below if you want to continue on. You got a lot of choices coming your way, my friend. See you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.